The Yellow House, 1888, by Vincent van Gogh, 1853–1890. The Yellow House, alternatively named The Street, is an 1888 oil painting by the 19th-century Dutch Post-Impressionist painter Vincent van Gogh. The house was the right wing of 2 Place Lamartine, Arles, France, where on May 1, 1888, Van Gogh rented 4 rooms. He occupied 2 large ones on the ground floor to serve as an atelier, workshop, and kitchen, and on the first floor, 2 smaller ones facing Place Lamartine. The window on the first floor nearest the corner with both shutters open is that of Van Gogh's guest room, where Paul Gauguin lived for 9 weeks from late October 1888. Behind the next window, with shutters nearly closed, is Van Gogh's bedroom. The 2 small rooms at the rear were rented by Van Gogh at a later time. Van Gogh indicated that the restaurant where he used to have his meals was in the building painted pink, close to the left edge of the painting, 28 Place Lamartine. It was run by widow Venisac, who was also Van Gogh's landlady, and who owned several of the other buildings depicted. To the right of the Yellow House, the Avenue Montmajour runs down to the 2 railway bridges. The first line, with a train just passing, served the local connection to Lunel, which is on the opposite, that is, right, bank of River Rhône. The other line was owned by the P.L.M. Railway Company, Paris-Lyon Méditerranée. In the left foreground is an indication of the corner of the pedestrian walk which surrounded one of the public gardens on Place Lamartine. The ditch running up Avenue Montmajour from the left towards the bridges served the gas pipe, which allowed Van Gogh a little later to have gaslight installed in his atelier. The building was severely damaged in a bombing raid by the Allies on June 25, 1944, and was later demolished. Genesis. The painting was executed in September 1888, at which time Van Gogh sent a sketch of the composition to his brother Theo. Also a sketch of a 30-square canvas representing the house and its setting under a sulphur sun under a pure cobalt sky. The theme is a hard one. But that is exactly why I want to conquer it. Because it is fantastic, these yellow houses in the sun and also the incomparable freshness of the blue. All the ground is yellow too. I will soon send you a better drawing of it than this sketch out of my head. The house on the left is yellow with green shutters. It's the one that is shaded by a tree. This is the restaurant where I go to dine every day. My friend the factor is at the end of the street on the left, between the 2 bridges of the railroad. The night cafe that I painted is not in the picture, it is on the left of the restaurant. Milliet finds this horrible, but I don't need to tell you that when he says he doesn't understand that one can have fun doing a common grocer's shop and the stiff and proper houses without any grace, but I remember that Zola did a certain boulevard in the beginning of El Asamoy, and Flaubert a corner of the embankment of the Villette in the dog days in the beginning of Bouvard and Pécuchet which are not to be sneezed at. Initially, Van Gogh titled the painting as The House and Its Environment. Later he opted for a more meaningful title and called it The Street, paying homage to a suite of sketches showing streets in Paris, by Jean-François Raffaelli, and recently published in Le Figaro. Pedigree. This painting never left the artist's estate. Since 1962, it has been in the possession of the Vincent van Gogh Foundation, established by Vincent Willem van Gogh, the artist's nephew, and on permanent loan to the Van Gogh Museum, Amsterdam. Since the 1940s. The Yellow House itself no longer exists. It was severely damaged in bombing raids during the Second World War, and later demolished. The place without the house looks almost the same. A placard on the scene commemorates its former existence. The Yellow House. Artist, Vincent van Gogh, 1853–1890. Title, The Yellow House, The Street. Object type, painting. Genre, cityscape. Date, Arles, September 1888. Medium, oil on canvas. Dimensions, height, 72 cm, 28.3 in, width, 91.5 cm, 36 in. Collection, Van Gogh Museum. Location, Van Gogh Museum, Amsterdam, Netherlands. Current location, level 3rd floor. Room Van Gogh and his contemporaries. Accession number, S0032V 1962. Place of creation, Arles. Exhibition history, first exhibited 1910 Berlin, VVG, Paul Gauguin, Art Gallery, the 25th of October, the 20th of November, Berlin, 40 of 74. Credit line, Vincent van Gogh Stichting. The Yellow House, the Street. Vincent van Gogh, 1853–1890, Arles, September 1888. Oil on canvas, 72 cm x 91.5 cm. In May 1888, Van Gogh rented 4 rooms in a house on Place Lamartine in Arles, southern France. The green shutters in this painting of the square show where he lived. Shortly after moving into the Yellow House, he sent Theo a description and sketch of his painting of it. It's tremendous, these yellow houses in the sunlight and then the incomparable freshness of the blue. The work, which Van Gogh himself called The Street, records the artist's immediate surroundings. He often ate at the restaurant on the left, and the home of his friend, the postman Joseph Roulin, lay just beyond the second railway bridge. Vincent had finally found a place at the Yellow House where he could not only paint but also have his friends come to stay. His plan was to turn the Yellow Corner building into an artist's house, where like-minded painters could live and work together. Credits: Van Gogh Museum, Amsterdam, Vincent van Gogh Foundation. From Van Gogh Museum, Amsterdam, Vincent van Gogh Foundation. Vincent van Gogh, letter VGM 491, The Yellow House F 1453 JH 1590. Watercolor by Van Gogh, executed after the painting. Paul Signac, The House of Van Gogh, 1932. Watercolor, private collection. Bedroom in Arles, first version. October 1888. Oil on canvas. Height, 72.4 cm, 28.5 in 91.3 cm, 35.9 in. Van Gogh Museum. Amsterdam, Netherlands. The Night Café, 1888. Yale University Art Gallery, New Haven, Connecticut.